Hello my dear students. In today's class we will discuss rate constant of zero order reaction and half-life of zero order reaction. First of all, what do you mean by zero order reaction? Note down zero order reaction. Zero order reaction. See, the rate of reaction is independent of concentration of reactants is called zero order reaction. So, rate of reaction is independent of concentration of reactants. It will not depend on concentration of reactant. Okay, no? The rate of zero order reaction will not depend on concentration of reactants. So, the definition will be like this. The rate of reaction is independent. The rate of reaction is independent of the concentration of the reactants. Concentration of the reactants is called zero order reaction. You can take some examples here. So the examples will be, you can take decomposition of NH3. So NH3 in the presence of platinum or rhodium GAW catalyst you can take. So we'll get N2 plus H2 and these two are gases. If you balance this, you will get a balanced equation like this. 2NH3 gives rise to N2 plus 3H2, and nitrogen and hydrogen are gases here. And rate will be like this. Rate is directly proportional to concentration of NH3 power 0. Why? Because it is independent of concentration of reactants. Here NH3 is the reactant. So rate is independent of concentration of reactants, you can write. And therefore order will be equal to 0. Order of the reaction will be equal to 0. You can take some more examples like this, like H2 plus Cl2 in the presence of sunlight gives rise to 2 molecules of HCl. Even this reaction comes under zero order reaction. You can take decomposition of hydrogen iodide, that is H2 plus I2 will get hydrogen and iodine in the presence of gold. So these two are examples of zero order reaction. Now we'll see the expression for rate constant of first order reaction. So note down the heading. The heading will be integrated rate constant of zero order reaction. Integrated rate constant of zero order reaction. So firstly consider, see, if it is any reaction, we know reactants gives rise to products, correct? So reactants gives rise to products. In any reactions, reactants will give products. So for zero order reaction, we know rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactants power 0. So if you remove this proportionality symbol, rate is equals to, we'll get one rate constant, concentration of R power 0. And this can be written like this: rate is equals to K. Why it is like this? Why? Because any power 0 will be equal to 1. See, 1 power 0 is 1, correct? 2 power 0 is also 1. The same way concentration of R power 0 will be equal to 1. So that rate will be equal to rate constant will get in the case of zero order reaction. Consider this as first equation. Now we know expression of rate according to concentration of reactants, we know rate is equals to, see what we have taken, reactants gives rise to products. So this can be written like this: minus of change in concentration of reactants with respect to time is equals to change in concentration of products with respect to time. See here negative sign because concentration will decreases, here positive sign because concentration of products increases, right? So in here we can write it as rate is equals to minus change in concentration of reactants with respect to time, change in concentration of reactant with respect to sign, and this minus symbol indicates decrease in concentration of reactant, decrease in concentration of reactant. Now you can consider this as equation number 2. See, we are having two equations for rate. The first one is rate is equals to rate constant, and the second one, see, first one is what? Rate is equals to rate constant, and the second one is rate is equals to minus of change in concentration of reactant with respect to time. Now equate equation 1 and 2. So if you equate these two, we'll get minus of D concentration of R with respect to time is equals to K, will get, is equals to K, correct? Is equals to K, will get, 1 second students, is equals to K, will get, right? Minus of change in concentration with respect to time is equals to K. After equating equation 1 and 2, we'll get this expression. Now minus change in concentration of reactant is equals to K into dt, we can write. You can take this dt towards right hand side so that it will come to numerator, it will come to numerator. Now, so here we got minus D concentration of R is equals to K into dt. Now integrating on both sides. So note down, integrating on both sides, integrating on both sides. So what we'll get? We'll get minus integration of differentiation of R is equals to K is constant here, let it be like this, integration of differentiation of T. See, integration of differentiation of X is equals to X. The same way integration of differentiation of concentration of R will be equal to R, right? So what we'll get here? Minus concentration of R is equals to integration of differentiation of T will be equal to T, right? So K is constant. So integration of differentiation of T will be equal to T, so that Kt plus C will get. Here C will be called as integration constant. Here C is what? Integration constant. Integration constant. So you can consider this as equation number 3. Equation number 3. Now at T is equals to 0, at T is equals to 0, concentration of R will become R naught. At T is equals to 0, concentration of R will become R naught. Now substitute these two values in equation 3. Now the equation 3 will become minus of concentration of R. See, in the place of R I am substituting R naught is equals to K into 0 plus C, which means C is equals to minus concentration of R naught will get. Why? Because you can neglect this. K into 0 will be equal to 0. Then C is equals to minus concentration of R naught, minus concentration of R naught. Now you take this as equation number 4. Now substitute equation number 4 in 3. Substitute equation 4, substitute equation 4 in 3, in equation number 3. See, in equation number 3 we are having C, and in equation number 4 we are having C value. So substitute this value here. So what we'll get? We'll get minus of R is equals to K into T. In the place of C, substitute minus concentration of R naught. Now take this minus R naught towards left hand side. So it will become concentration of R naught minus concentration of R is equals to KT. And we need expression for rate constant. Therefore K is equals to concentration of R naught minus concentration of R by T. Concentration of R naught minus concentration of R by T. So this is what the expression for rate constant of zero order reaction. Here R naught is initial concentration, R naught is initial concentration, and R is concentration at time t. Concentration at time t, or concentration at any time you can write. Concentration at any time you can write. So this is what the expression for rate constant of zero order reaction. Now we'll see how to find half life of zero order reaction. So note down the heading, half-life of zero order reaction, half-life of zero order reaction, half-life of zero order reaction. See, while finding half-life of zero order reaction, firstly we need to consider rate constant of zero order reaction. So consider rate constant of zero order reaction, we know rate constant of zero order reaction K is equals to concentration of R naught minus R by T. So this is what the expression for rate constant of zero order reaction. Consider this as equation number 1. When T is equals to T of, why we are taking T of means we are finding out half-life. So we should take T as T of. Then R will become concentration of R naught by 2. So when T is equals to T of, concentration of R will become R naught by 2. Now what we have to do? We have to substitute these two values in equation 1. We have to substitute these two values in equation 1. Now what will become? K is equals to concentration of R naught. In the place of R, substitute R naught by 2 by T of. So T of will be equal to, see, R naught minus R naught by 2 can be written as, see this one, R naught minus R naught by 2 can be written as, see, 2 R naught minus R naught by 2. So what will get? R naught by 2 will get, R naught by 2. So this value R naught minus R naught by 2 will be equal to R naught by 2. So substitute here R naught by 2. This is R naught by 2 by K will get, by K. So if you take 1 here in the denominator, then the expression will be T of is equals to R naught by 2 into 1 by K will get, 1 by K, that is T of is equals to R naught by 2K we can write, R naught by 2K. So this is what the expression for half-life of zero order reaction, right? So half-life of half-life of zero order reaction is R naught by 2K, and rate constant of zero order reaction is K is equals to R naught minus R by T. So this is all about in this video. In the next video we'll discuss rate constant of first order reaction and half-life of first order reaction. Thank you, my dear students.